Guys, I have 2 picks this week.
Oh, okay.
I know. One of them is, the first one is, I just need to talk about this because it's such a brilliant idea. Scar from Dynamite.
Oh.
Man, Scar's origin story of like how he comes to decide he's gonna just murder Mufasa in a ditch to become the king, the Lion King. It doesn't pan out. Spoiler.
Right. Doesn't work in the long run.
Of all the Disney villains that make sense to have an origin story, I think he is number 1.
Yeah, there's a clear backstory there that could be elaborated on for sure. Yeah, you're absolutely right about that.
So I'm all about this, and the art's really cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
And I also, I don't know, feel weirdly like trauma bonded with the Lion King.
I mean, you and a whole generation of kids. I mean,
Right.
what else is on the trauma bond list? Like what?
Right.
I mean, we'll talk about that later. We'll circle back to that.
Okay, yeah.
What else you got going on with Scar?
So aside from Scar, I'm picking Gatsby from AWA Studios. It's written by Jeremy Holt, art by Felipe Cunha, forward from Billy Porter, which is neat.
Interesting. Okay.
So we've talked a number of times on here about graphic novel adaptations of classic literature, and I've picked, Frankenstein versions of this, and I've picked Great Gatsby versions of this.
Yeah.
This is not that.
No.
It's using the Great Gatsby framework and reimagining it for the modern age.
Okay.
With a multicultural LGBTQ plus main character.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it focuses on a middle-class Singaporean student who spends the summer with his mega-rich cousin in Long Island before he heads off to Columbia University. And the mega-rich cousin is just like into it all. He is kind of Gatsby. So, sex, drugs, rock and roll, and then also murder, because that's an important part of Gatsby, the Gatsby story.
I was just going to say, rock and roll was not around when Gatsby started.
Well, it's around now.
The sex and drugs, sure.
Sex, drugs, and jazz music. But I think it's brilliant because a lot of what makes certain books in classic literature appealing is that the things they comment on are timeless, and that's the biggest thing with Gatsby is using your resources to like fulfill other people's expectations. And I think that could be really interesting with also like the undercurrent of the internet. You said it in the modern age, you have things like social media and those expectations. And I just think this could be a really interesting use of that framework. So I'm hype about it.